Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. Open relationship. Who else has been conned into letting their wife have an affair? I agreed to it because after 19 years it seemed like an adventure. It didn't bother me that she wanted to explore her sexuality in a way she couldn't when she was younger. There were rules put in place. Turns out I'm an idiot and let the thought of having some strange after nearly 2 decades of marriage cloud my judgment. If she broke the rule of not anyone you knew or was close to, she may have already been having an EA or worse and needed your okay to cheat. Duck that. You have 2 choices. Find a new girlfriend and end your marriage. End your marriage, then find a new girlfriend. Either way, your 19-year marriage is over. If you go back, she will further cheat and disrespect you. I know now that it was mostly about getting the okay to duck her co-worker. Supposedly there was another, but I'm not sure I believe that. I'm 99.9% positive it was all about the co-worker. That was a trick too, because I know him but we weren't close. He was part of her group of work friends that got together sometimes and hung out together at work. He technically wasn't against the rules. So that means it was most likely already an EA, which is cheating. Sorry. But she did not have the okay to duck her co-worker. That definitely does not fall under what you both agreed to. She knows full well that she was not allowed, and your agreement just allowed her to justify her cheating. Anyway, now you know she's a cheater and a liar. Record proof and get a lawyer. So now that she has ducked the co-worker, if you plan on reconciliation, which means no more open marriage, is she willing to quit her job and go no contact with co-worker or anyone else she ducked? If not, your best option is divorce. This happened a couple years ago. He was let go from the company in the middle of all of this. Once he found out, I knew he disappeared. We are still together, but it doesn't mean no more open marriage. I'm not committing to monogamy after that. Wear a condom with her from now on. Actually, 2 condoms would not be excessive. Smile. Marriage is a commitment to monogamy. Don't delude yourself. Staying married in name only while you're both cheating on one another is not a marriage. It's codependency at best, mental illness at worst. Well, thanks for your diagnosis. The delusion of an open marriage is what got you into this mess in the first place. Downvote me all you want, but the state of your marriage is a perfect reflection of your values. Assuming you don't have children, for the love of God please tell me you don't. Why would you remain married to this person? From your comments in this post, you seem to either have incredibly low self-esteem or you have already been broken by this woman. If you can't get out, you should at least enjoy the benefits of the open relationship and hire an escort. Use a condom though, man. Also, if you could manage to actually find a woman to date you after getting over your self-confidence issues, I would recommend it. It would probably spin her right back into you. She sounds like the kind of selfish person that once she saw you happy with someone else, she would probably try to end your open relationship because of jealousy. And if that works, you'll have her on the hook from that point forward. If she starts to step out, you just make it look like you're calling your ex from when you had an open relationship and she will come crawling back. If she's not a total ducking narcissist, this is a good way to keep her in step and keep your relationship sound if you're willing to, even though she's not that great. I have some women I chat with on a regular basis. Yes, they are real, but they're too far away for actual contact. Most people would consider my relationships with them cheating. I'm not broken, I'm settled in. I've adjusted accordingly to keep my life how I want it. I'm still on the lookout for my piece of the action, and thank God for the occasional massage parlor visit. Well, I'm glad you making it work for you. Just make sure you're looking at things correctly and not deluding yourself, and you'll probably be fine. Oh, definitely. I have no illusions and I don't care what she does or who she ducks, as long as I'm kept out of it and she's not stepping all over my chances. Yeah, when I see a guy post that he and wife have decided to open their marriage, the first thing that comes to mind is the wife talking him into it. Sure, some seem to work, but for how long? Anyway, Op may suggest an amicable divorce where you both stay together but with legal separation of assets and liabilities. That way, if at some future point it becomes intolerable, that part will be handled. It would also send a strong signal into just how you view the outcome of her experiment. You don't want to divorce her, not the call most would make, but you're the only one that can. Just keep in mind that there were no repercussions from her cheating spell, and it was absolutely cheating when she broke the rules and manipulated things strictly for her benefit, so she will do it again. Most likely next time she won't bother with the whole open relationship thing because it's too much hassle. I've accepted all that. Getting a divorce is just a waste of money. We're still living our life together. We still enjoy each other, it's just different now. I'd rather live this life than broke, balding, and single at 46. You can make the money back, go bald or look into other options for your hair, and you'd have an easier time seriously dating again than she would, especially if you put the work in. But you'd have self-respect. And you wouldn't be lonely. There are lots of single women out there who would be happy to be with you. And they wouldn't cheat. You replied to my comment instead of his, but I agree. Sorry. Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't be any happier doing that than just staying. I know what I need to know now and I've adjusted accordingly. Get on finasteride to stop your balding. Visit r/Tressless for more info. I hope the relationship is open and you're still getting some strange outside of just her. Yes. I'm committing myself back to monogamy because she ducked it up. Is she committing herself back to monogamy too? The least she can do is commit herself to monogamy and let you play the field with the same DADT rule. Oh shit, that was supposed to say I'm not committing myself back to monogamy. That ship has sailed. Yes. I'm committing myself back to monogamy because she ducked it up. He stated that he hoped the relationship was still open. I don't understand your response. I meant for that to say I'm not committing myself back to monogamy. Some will downvote you, but I agree with you. Not a chance in hell. I divorce. Open relationships rarely end well. I disagree. There is a whole community of people who swingers who manage to have fun and make it work. Communication is key, but no one can consider their partner might be someone who would hurt them by not following rules. That whole community represents the 10% of open marriages that didn't end in divorce. Yes, and they visit Bigfoot for advice every day. I have never met him. I have however met a network of the people that I speak of. I've heard all kinds of stories. Just because it's not the norm doesn't make it a fairy tale. There are all kinds of different partnerships. That is reality. And I don't mean that an alternative lifestyle is for everyone, but I disagree with the blanket statement that an open relationship will always fail, because I can tell you from first-person experience that it can succeed, but it isn't for everyone. When one partner manipulates the other under dubious conditions, it's doomsville for the relationship. Well, 93% failure rate in the open relationship would statistically go against your reasoning. Number is higher if it's just monogamous couples. That's because most of them never end, smiley face. You should know what she's doing. It's boring if you don't know. Maybe not everything, but at least you should know that she's doing it. Seems like there is plenty of blame to go around on this one. If you're going to play with fire, don't act surprised when you get burned. For sure. It's time for you to find a better wife. There will never be another wife. It's time for you to find a mistress who is better than your wife. I'm trying, smiley face. She manipulated you and covered her affair with this. Open marriage is just a cover to cheat. Sorry for you, and please dump her and move on with your life. I think it's only fair that you get to duck one is her friends a bunch of times. Her friends are not attractive, confused face. Well, instead of ducking one a bunch of times, just duck a bunch of them once. With a little liquid courage, of course. Whatever you can stand, don't feel sorry if you stay. Life is pretty good being single and lots of pretty girls out there. It's all what you want. Don't be afraid of life. If she wants to be a garden tool, so be it. How did she stop you from having your cake? You go and meet your lady. How was your wife going to stop that? It sounds like you just let her stop all that you were going to do. And you never did the same to her with AP. Why? And since she wanted the AP, and was busy with him, what were you doing? And why didn't she just divorce you if she wanted him and not you? She went through so much to shit on you. Was she laughing at you behind your back? What was her end game? To leave you? She sabotaged me. She would suspect women on my Facebook and send them friend requests. You know how hard it is to convince someone you're allowed to step out on your wife in the first place? I was at band practice when she was hooking up with him. Her end game was to duck around with him, and she figured out a way to have us both for a while. He dipped out when he found out I knew. She didn't seem to have any issues with him ghosting her, so that's all I know. Did she want out of the marriage? Why didn't you lock her out of your Facebook? Block her so she couldn't see yours? You don't have to tell the other women you're married. They were to be just FWBs. Why not hook up with a lady/ladies now? If you like one, invest with her. Then maybe you have her and divorce your cheater? I absolutely would if I met someone who was interested. I don't think she wanted out. She's still here. I think she wanted to eat her cake and have it too. Didn't the guy ghost her? Aren't they still working together? She's staying there till the next guy she finds. He got fired about halfway through their fling. He dipped out for good when he found out I knew. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.